In dusty museum drawers and on quiet farmland across Europe, they keep turning up. Bronze, 12-sided, with cool little hollow knobs on each corner, from Britain to Hungary. They date from the 2nd to 4th century CE. Each is different but shares the same strange structure. Not labeled, not explained, not documented. Historians call them Roman Dodecahedrons, and nobody, not even Rome, knows what they were used for. Over 120 have been found. 12 pentagonal faces. Circular holes of varying sizes in each face. Small knobs or spheres at the vertex of each corner. No inscriptions, no manuals. No contemporary Roman texts mention them. Just artifacts. Why don't we find them with other common equipment? Why? Only in certain regions of the empire, and never in places like Rome itself. Some are delicate, ornamental, precise, almost symbolic. Silent, curious, almost like relics built to confuse the future. No mentions of dodecahedron games in Roman literature. No paintings or mosaics showing them in play. Some say they were candlestick holders. Others think they were tools for measuring grain or knitting gloves. Still, others imagine survey instruments or astronomical calculators. They could be spun, and the holes might serve as markers or scoring windows. But none of the theories hold up cleanly if they were practical tools, and why so beautifully crafted. Like objects made for ritual, not labor. Gaming dice? One theory stands out in modern culture. Were these ancient dice? A dodecahedron is one of the 5 Platonic solids. They are the figures with deep symbolic meaning in ancient philosophy. Plato connected it to the cosmos itself. Gamers across the internet ran simulations, calculating balance, randomness, probability. But here's the issue. No one has found a rulebook. Just the objects and the questions. Magic and the unknown. This is where the line blurs between archaeology and mythology, because some researchers propose that dodecahedrons were ritual tools for divination, for astrological alignment, or even as military instruments used by legionaries to calculate projectile angles and range. They've been found in graves, near temples, and in battlefield ruins. What if they were used in ceremonies spun like sacred dice to determine fate? The shape itself is rare in nature, so maybe the Romans weren't playing games. Maybe they were consulting the heavens. Why, it still mystifies in our modern age of certainty. The Roman dodecahedron is a glitch in the archive. It defies documentation. It shrugs off explanation. And it invites imagination. Gamers want it to be dice. Engineers want it to be math. Mystics want it to be magic. Maybe the Romans meant it to be all three. Maybe the truth was lost on purpose. That's why we collect relics. Not just for answers, but to remember how strange certainty used to be. But if spinning relics from Rome raised questions, what happens when the ocean asks one? Click through to the bloop, where a deep-sea sound echoed across continents, baffled scientists, and whispered something bigger, because mystery isn't always carved in bronze. Sometimes it roars beneath the waves.